Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chassis Variant series, myself Critical Rocket. Here we are with the last of the Rifleman 2Cs that come within the pack. This one is the Rifleman 2C-4. This is your missile 2C variant and it's pretty fun out of the box. It comes with two large pulse lasers instead of the heavier and higher heat producing heavy large lasers of the 3 variant, but has two ATM-9 systems. Oddly enough, they're mounted under the lasers, which is different, very odd looking, and doesn't really seem like it would make a huge amount of sense. You'd imagine they'd be mounted higher up, maybe closer to the shoulders, but they look distinctive. I think they're actually kind of cool looking. So it's basically one of the later designs. I believe it was also used by Cloud Cobra, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't done the reading on this variant, but yeah, it's one of those that works a lot better in the medium range. There I've got it painted in Fire Mandrel colours, specifically in the Kindra Pain style. It also helps that Kindra Pain are also the channel colours of orange and black, so I thought I'd just go with that one. But it does have Fire Mandrel decals on the arms and the such. So yeah, and basically most 2C mechs are used by every clan anyway, because they're seen as garrison units rather than frontline Omni forces. I really like this version. ATM carriers are a lot of fun on the clan side of things. The versatility of the launchers in MechWarrior Online mean that they can do a horrendous amount of damage within a relatively short period of time. 3 missiles at short range, 3 damage per missile at short range and 2 damage per missile at medium, and obviously LRM damage at long. It makes them very versatile, if not a little bit underwhelming when you're trying to find them at long range. They're definitely more built toward medium to short range scrapping, I think, ATM launchers, and yeah, the damage they pump out is significant. It's also another variant that isn't too quick to overheat, though it can start to hit that heat limit. If you're hearing any noise in the background, by the way, it's too warm to close the door today. It need the breeze to cool down, so apologies for that. But yeah, this was a really good match as well. This was one of those ones that really could have gone either way very quickly, and I think it was a good showcase of this mech, actually. It was unusual as well. I very rarely see a fight kick off in this part of the map of Crimson Strait. Generally it's the saddle or it's the tunnel, and or it's trying to attack the platform itself. Very rarely does the fight end up here, so both teams just kind of, well, my team decided to basically hang around in this urban section here, and then the rest of the enemy team decided to try like a long flanking maneuver, and it almost worked. It was quite, as I said, quite a good fight, and yeah, it was. I think it highlights the effectiveness of this mech in a map that doesn't work like Polar or Alpine. It's not like a very wide open space, but it does highlight the versatility of the ATM system and how you can use a mech like the Rifleman 2C in both a support and almost in a pinch a kind of brawling setup if needs be. So I've played a bunch of the Rifleman 2C now, and I feel that they are decent mechs. Some people, I think, already have discounted them. Again, I still maintain that I'm not sure if they're a must-buy, though. I'm not sure if there's something you should go out and spend $20 on straight out of the pack. It's just, it is a fun mech, that's the thing. It's one of those ones, if you don't have a lot of clan mechs and you're looking to make a purchase, you want to just get something a bit newer and now, this isn't a bad choice. It's certainly got a lot of options here. Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of Rifleman 2Cs, usually on patch day, for instance, and if you watch the original Rifleman 2C video I made, usually you'll see at least 4 or 5 of the new mech on your team. I think there was 2 on my team in that original video, and I don't think there were any on the enemy team. I don't know if that was just maybe there weren't enough people who were logging in at the time, but generally I remember seeing a lot of people early on with the new mech, and this one seems to suggest it didn't sell quite as many. I'd love to see the figures at some point, like if certain mechs sell better than others based on certain perceptions right out the bat, because obviously hardpoints are a key thing for a lot of the player base, and maybe this mech just didn't have the desired hardpoints, or maybe it just didn't do enough that was different for players out there. I always said playful. That would have been interesting. That would have been an interesting hybrid word there. So I don't know. I do like this mech. The variants and the standard version are a lot of fun to play. They definitely have a lot of customization options available to you. I think BGI were given a bit of an easy run with this one because the existing variants already came with a nice mix of all the different weapon types anyway across the variants. 65 ton is also one of those really good weights where you can get a nice balance of speed, firepower and armor. And yeah, it was a good choice by them. I'd love to see more of the 2Cs being added actually on the clan side, as I feel that they've started to run out of good Omnis. I mean, at least the memorable ones, but there's still some good 2C variants to get out there. If they are still going to do mech packs, I don't know, because we were supposed to find out on the Friday that's just gone, the 24th, I believe, of May. We were supposed to find out the future of mech packs, but it got postponed because I believe Bombadil wasn't available for the podcast. So I don't know whether that was going to say that mech packs were going to sort of wind down or they were going to stop. Possibly to focus on MechWarrior 5, I don't know. It would be interesting now to find out, because I've got a few theories. One of them is that I feel they might actually stop making mech packs until MechWarrior 5 is out, and then depending on the status of the license agreement with Microsoft, whether they will even continue to be able to do MechWarrior Online, because if they don't get a renewal of the license, they can't run the servers for this game. And although they might be able to release MechWarrior 5, they probably would. Yeah, it would probably kill off MechWarrior because they wouldn't have the license anymore. So I don't know whether they're just being cautious, and maybe if they do announce it this way, maybe they'll stop mech packs until they know for certain if they can continue operating that way. It may also be to announce possibly a MechWarrior Online 2, who knows, a port to the Unreal Engine. Might mean that they could stop production of new mechs for this game while they work to porting everything over to a new engine, which would be very welcome. Another one could just be that they're just going to change once again the rate of mech pack releases, making it every 2 months, or going back to the big 4 packs that they were doing. It's there's a lot of options. I'm kind of hoping it's one of the ones where they keep making mech packs, but not quite as regularly. I wouldn't mind a bi-monthly release at this point, as I think it would give them more time to be able to fix things like faction play, add more content to faction play, maybe adding more maps, being able to add more gameplay features, that kind of thing. That would be welcome, I think. I think the community at this point are happy with the number of mechs in the game, that we don't really need a constant drip feed of them every month now. So yeah, that's my theories on it. Anyway, what's your theories? What do you think the future of mech packs will be? But yeah, that was it. That was Rifleman 2Cs. I feel that it's a fun mech. It's a good mech. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, I hope you enjoy those. And if you didn't, well, oh, tough tits. Anyway, have a good one. Bye!